So before I started my rug, I decided to draw everything out. I like to do this for visual purposes. It makes the project much easier, and you can always decide if you're going to keep the exact design that you drew or if you want to add or take away anything. So yeah, start out by sketching out exactly what you want to do for your rug. So the next step is flipping the rug over on the back side, and you're going to transfer your design from the paper to the rug. Just remember, anything that's punched with loops, you're going to make sure that you draw it on the back side because that's where you're going to punch. And if you're going to actually do any threading, you're going to flip it over to the right side and the loops will be on the back. If you need further detail, you can go and watch my punch needle sweater, and I go more in depth on how to do everything. Okay, so we're going to start the first design. You're just going to insert your rug in between the two embroidery pieces. Just make sure you stretch out the rug all the way around just to make sure that everything is perfectly snug. Now tighten the embroidery hoop and then you're ready to go. Okay, so for my half circle, I actually want the loops to be in the front of the rug. So again, I'm working from the back of the rug. If you're new to using a punch needle and you have no clue on how to thread the yarn through the punch needle, just go back on my video, which is the DIY punch needle sweater. And again, everything is more detailed and more instructional. All I need is you, baby, baby. So these are the loops that's going to be in the front of the rug. I love this yarn. It's really, really soft. So now moving along to my next piece, and I'm actually working from the front of the rug because I want to create a stitch and not a loop. So here I'm just creating a little grid design with my Sharpie. So I just wanted to show you guys that you don't necessarily need an embroidery hoop. If you don't have one, it's fine. You still can use the punch needle. You're just going to make sure that as you're going through the fabric or the rug, you're just going to hold it tight so that you can be able to punch through. So all throughout the video, I'm using different type of yarns and materials. You can get most of these things from Dollar Tree and also from Walmart, which is very, very affordable. The yarn I actually got from Walmart and Michaels. And then for the baker's twine and the macrame cord, I actually got that from Dollar Tree, and I got the rug from Dollar Tree as well. So for this technique, as you see, I'm using really, really big pieces. So this part is essential to pay attention to. because the loops will come out if you don't do this step. So what I'm doing is I'm taking another piece of yarn and then I'm pulling it through the loop. So when I pull out the punch needle from the other side, the loop won't come out. The yarn is acting as a base to lock the loops in. I was a little indecisive on how I was going to do this part, so you see me use the embroidery needle here, but as you watch the rest, you see that I just end up cutting separate pieces because it was so hard to get the needle with the macrame through the rug. So just disregard that part. They're going to be glued down anyway, so yeah, you just cut the pieces of the length of the squiggles and then you're just going to pretty much glue them on. For the remainder of the rug, I just started adding different pieces and different designs. So it's a little bit more than I had initially with the design that I drew. But again, this is your rug, customize it to your liking. And even if you decide that the design that you drew initially, it needs a little bit more, just freestyle it and customize it to your liking. Baby, baby. So I really love how my rug came out. It's giving me Urban Outfitters and Anthropology vibes. So yeah, I took a Dollar Tree rug and I just hacked it to look like something that you'll get from one of your favorite stores. All I need is you, baby, baby.